Yeah, it was blopping Lump Squad. It's Lump Can today. We're gonna be reviewing Boruto chapter 28. So this chapter was alright. I honestly thought it was gonna pick up a bit, which it didn't. It actually slowed down kind of by the last chapter, but you know, it was fine. I still enjoyed the chapter, and still some important things went down, like, you know, Koji and Delta, and some more things, and most importantly, Kawaki and Sarada's kind of start of the relationship, at least, or if they even have one as friends, obviously, because we all know Sarada's gonna be a Boruto. Anyhow, let's dive right into this. So, it's obvious at the beginning of the chapter that Kawaki didn't have much of any freedom, which, I mean, I think most people knew that. I mean, that was to be assumed, because, you know, he's literally like a lab rat being tested on, you know, these things treated like trash. He didn't have any friends. He just said, you know, his upbringing was terrible, as he was mentioned in this chapter. So, yeah. And so that's why it was explained why he didn't know what a snack was. He didn't know what any of those things were. That was funny. He didn't even know what a snack was, which, I mean, it makes perfect sense, because, you know, all he knew was like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Because in the chapter, Kawaki's like, didn't we just have lunch? And Naruto's like, it's a snack. It's a snack. And Kawaki's like, a snack? So yeah, he doesn't know what a snack is. And all those other things. It was also kind of funny when Sarada recommended him to get the custard, and he just got the chocolate instead. The chocolate taiyaki, I think it was called. That was funny, which, you know, not important, but I don't even understand why Sarada got offended when he didn't choose the things she recommended. Like, it's a recommendation, not you are going to get this. So anyhow, whatever. Then the other thing that's also, you know, cause of his upbringing is him almost killing an innocent kid. So, you know, they're leaving from getting their snacks to go to the freaking what's it called, flower shop that Ino owns, and some kid ran into him, and he almost killed him. He ran into him, just bumped into a little bit, and it's funny because he said oof, like literally said oof when he did it. Anyhow, that's kind of cheesy. Anyhow, he bumped into him. Kawaki whipped out his freaking like claw arm thing and was about to like squish his head like a grape, bro. He just squashed that thing. Squashed that joint. And then luckily Naruto stopped him, which that was obvious. I knew he wasn't just gonna kill some random kid in the middle of the chapter. But, you know, Kawaki has those killing instincts, but guess what? It makes perfect sense once again, because how he's raised. Not only raised like trash, but, you know, they've also been trying to make him stronger, because, yeah, they gave him the karma. Of course, he was the only child to be able to survive the karma because of plot. But, you know, yeah, he's had to be like that, because they probably, like, all the time as part of his training, like when he's just trying to chill and chillax, or, I don't know, take a break, they would just try to attack him out of nowhere and stuff like that. So it makes sense that, you know, Kawaki was using his killer instinct, his ultra instinct. Anyhow, yeah. So then the other thing that was never mind. Then the other thing is Kawaki has zero compatibility. So if you not noticed, some people like me are thinking that maybe he would only have like arguments and stuff with Boruto, but no, he was arguing with Sarada just as much, and it's kind of obvious that, you know, Kawaki is a little bit of a prick. But once again, pretty much all the things we know about Kawaki right now, we can blame it on his upbringing. He's a prick upbringing, pretty much. He can't really cooperate, and he's not compatible or gets along with anyone. His upbringing. So it's just really all blamed on that. But anyhow, the other thing I was trying to get to is, when in the world did Ino have a flower shop? I never ever remember her having a flower shop at all. So if she already had one, let me know in the comments. But I'm pretty sure she did not have a flower shop. I'm pretty sure that's just something new. But, you know, actually I'm probably going to check after this video anyway, if I remember. Anyhow, yeah. So Ino has a flower shop. They show up, which I was hoping that Naruto was gonna take him somewhere else more meaningful. I don't know. It would be interesting if Naruto took Kawaki to like the place that him and Sasuke fought. and tell them a little history, and then like later on, Koji and Delta show up. That would have been more interesting. But anyhow, it still made perfect sense for why they did this, because they needed a new vase for the one that Kawaki broke. So yeah, they went to go get a new vase, and then yeah, Kawaki was being, difficult with getting a vase. But anyhow, point is, Kawaki's PTSD came out real quick, because the vase that he's holding for the flowers was reminding him of the vases in the lab. Because if you guys remember, which you should, they had vases in the lab, and then they had water in them, and then they had like the cords and tubes go into them, which the karma seal would go through and like kill people. It killed everyone except Kawaki. And when Kawaki even got the karma seal, it was extreme, excruciating pain, and the most pain he's ever felt in his life, which is terrible, and I cannot even imagine that pain ever, anything like that. So anyhow, it was giving him PTSD because the flower vase would remind him of that, and yeah, and the sharp ends of the flower, which I didn't really need to explain all of that, but So yeah, see, that remind him of his past, his upbringing. Jigen, he saw freaking Jigen in the vase and all that. He flipped out. He went crazy. Well, he didn't go crazy. He just flipped out, dropped the vase, shattered it, and I saw it coming. It was kind of obvious. Once they zoomed in and had like a closer view of the flowers, I'm like, why would they do that? I knew that he was gonna drop it. I didn't know why, but I knew he was gonna drop it. So yeah. So hopefully, it makes perfect sense for why Kawaki has PTSD. Like, once again, his upbringing, I'm gonna probably be mentioning that a lot of times, but yeah, that's why. Terrible past. Probably even worse. Is it worse than Sasuke? In a way, it kind of is. I don't know. They're I can't even speak. They're really bad in different ways. So I don't know. I'm not really gonna compare them right now. But yeah, so I felt really bad for Kawaki at that moment, and it was a really touching scene. It was my favorite scene of the entire. What was my favorite? Yeah, favorite scene of the entire chapter was when Naruto was like, "It's okay, Kawaki, you're safe here," and hugged him. I really loved that scene. Loved it. So I'm not showing, and Kawaki is just getting a little bit of more trust, because his whole life he couldn't really trust anyone, and now he's giving them probably that about 1 to 2% of trust, and I'll hope it will build up over time. And then the other thing that I noticed is I don't think this has ever been displayed in the Boruto so far as a whole. But Kawaki's karma seal also awakened after that, after he has PTSD. So I think the karma seal also reacts to emotion and stuff. It's not all just like controlled, or like obviously like when you first get it, like in Boruto, he can't control it. Kawaki knows how to control it, but it looks like it's triggered by emotions too, because you saw his zoom above his hand on the dresser or whatever after he dropped it. Yeah. And then, this is something that is just kind of funny I want to say, is Ino admires Kawaki's style and sauce. Because in the freaking, wait, let me see if I can pull it up. I'm not going to actually show it on the screen. Actually, never mind. Anyhow, basically, it said that Ino was like admiring Kawaki because saying that he's like stylish, handsome, all this stuff. And yeah, and like, it just proves to you that he's the new generation Sasuke, which it's not proven, it's obvious that he is, but I just I like that. But I like Kawaki. Do I like Kawaki? Yeah, I like Kawaki better than Sasuke because they're both edgy and stuff, but Kawaki's more entertaining because he talks more. Sasuke was always so quiet until later on, and he's funny because he just cusses at everyone, calls everyone an a-hole. He's really funny and entertaining. I love Kawaki, and he's pretty savage. Like, he just, yeah. And not the cringe savage, not the low gang polar savage, just like straight up savage. Badass. That's what Kawaki isn't. Yeah, that's why Kawaki is my favorite character of Boruto so far. Yeah, so. And then the second most important thing of the chapter, and my second favorite scene, is Sarada finally understands Kawaki, because after seeing going throughout the chapter. You know, they weren't getting along and things, mainly because of Kawaki being a prick. But anyhow, they weren't getting along. They're arguing and stuff. Understood what was happening. She was like, whoa. She's like, okay. He was like, whoa. She's like, okay. If you ever need anything, let me know. And as she left. But the thing that was funny and didn't make any sense, she's like, I'm gonna become the Hokage, just like Naruto. I'm like, that has nothing to do with anything. All you had to say is that I'll be here if you need me. And she freaking mentioned becoming the Hokage. That wasn't relevant at all. Like, she's just trying to flex. She just be like, yeah, I'm gonna be Hokage. Yeah, we get it, Sarada. We know you're gonna be Hokage. Calm down now. So yeah. And then, oh my gosh, Boruto being annoying, brat, bossy, spoiled piece of trash again. I haven't been annoyed from a long time until the last chapter. And now, once again, he's being annoying. So they go all the way out. It's really frustrating. This is way worse than the last chapter. They go all the way out to that freaking flower shop. Get a vase, go through all that trouble. Kawaki goes through PTSD. Come back. And then Boruto has the audacity. He's like, oh, I can see that. He's like, oh, you're apologizing. I'm surprised. And I see that your sincerity. But guess what? I don't care. You are going to glue together the vase you broke anyways. I'm like, Boruto, you piece of trash. You're not his dad. You're not his parent. Screw off. He went all the way out there, got a vase, even though Naruto made him. He got a vase, a new vase, and that's how it should be. And this man's making him glue together a vase. Like, I've never done that before, but that sounds kind of hard. Gluing together a vase, that would be hard, bro. That would be hard, and Boruto's making him do it. And he shouldn't, because, in fact, actually, I don't know who's older. They're like the same age. There's another part I have a problem with Naruto. Naruto's too lenient on his kids. He's like, here and there. He's like really lenient, and then when they do something really bad, that's when he gets down. But he never does anything in between. When Kawaki and Boruto are fighting, he didn't do much. And then for this, he should have been like, Boruto was like, it's none of your business. What are you trying to say? It's none of your business. He is the father. He is the parent. You don't tell him it's not his business. He's the father. He'd be like, boy, this is my business. As long as you in my house and you under the age of 18, it's my business. Like, this man is 12 years old, trying to act like an adult. Jeez. So Naruto should have been like, no, I don't need to know what it is. And we went all the way out there to get a vase. So Kawaki doesn't need to glue it together. You glue it together. He broke it, but he went out, got another vase, so this vase is good enough. But if you really want it to be glued together that much, you can glue it together. Like, jeez. Boruto, you're kinda being a little pain in the booty. So, oh my goodness. I have to have a little rant on that. Boruto's just being annoying. Still like Boruto, but he's been annoying recently. It's gonna be a while till Kawaki and Boruto can cooperate and stuff, get along. Anyhow, then the most dramatic part, not the most dramatic, the most exciting part of the chapter, Koji and Delta show up. So, unexpectedly, I did not expect them to show up to the Elite Village this fast. Because in Boruto chapters, usually like at the end, even if the Boruto chapters are kind of slower like this one, something happens at the end like this one. So anyhow, Koji and Delta show up at the end, boom, and they're right outside the Konoha, the Leaf Village, right looking at the gate. And then the thing that was, I don't even know if this has ever existed, but apparently, as Koji said, the whatever clan, I can't remember, but Ino's clan could sense people who are not from the village. Like, if you're not registered, I guess born in the Konoha, I don't even know how that works. If you're not registered in the Konoha and you're from other villages and you're not from the Konoha, then they can tell, and they can immediately tell. And but the thing that doesn't make any sense, they've never ever mentioned that. Okay, I can't say that. I'm 99% they've never mentioned that. That's another thing. Ino having a flower shop, I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. And like this whole registering thing, that thing, I don't think has ever been a thing. I think that's just something. Wow, I said the word thing a lot. But anyhow, I'm pretty sure that's something they just made up. Like, they just made it up in this chapter, because I don't ever heard of that, about them having like registered ninja. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, that doesn't, like, it does not make sense. Like, it doesn't. How are your chakra in your body have anything to do with where you are, where you're born. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. It really doesn't. So, I don't know. Like, it would make more sense if they could see, like, in your mind, if you, like, I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me that they're able to tell you're from a different village by chakra, which doesn't make any sense. Maybe they're saying on chakra abilities, or like different like jutsus and stuff, because different villages use different jutsus. But if they don't mean that, it doesn't make any sense. Oh yeah, he's born in the hidden cloud, but somehow we can detect that through his chakra, even though he has the same chakra as someone who's from the elite village. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But if someone, yeah, I'll probably look through it later, but someone explain that if I'm not looking at it right. But that doesn't make any sense. Anyhow, somehow he's saying that, so then Delta's like, you know what, looks like we can't go, or we're gonna have a hard time. And Koji like, ha, you thought I'm going in, you're staying here. Well, that's the thing. The other thing that leads to a huge question: how is Koji able to go in there and she can't? Because yeah, well, that's probably meaning he's from the elite village. Because if they can detect people from other villages, that means that Koji is probably from the elite village. Which, don't hop and say it's Jiraiya, which, honestly, all the arrows and facts, details we know are pointing to Jiraiya. Yes, indeed. No pun intended. But, there's no way he's Jiraiya. So, there's the theory that it's like a clone of Jiraiya, or something like that. But, the thing is, yeah. As someone mentioned in my comments, Kodachi is purposely trying to trick us and make us think it's Jiraiya, but it's someone else. Thing is, I have no idea who it could be. Like, who's just been not anywhere on Boruto, Naruto, anything, who can do Rasengan, who can summon frogs, and who can go into the Leaf Village without being detected from other villages, aka they're probably from the Leaf Village. So Koji is probably from the Leaf Village. If not, the only other thing I can think of is that he's some kind of jutsu or ability to counter them knowing he's there, which wouldn't make it much sense because he probably would have told Delta to use it or taught her how to use it, or maybe only he knows how to do it and she doesn't. I don't know. But anyhow, I'm pretty sure it's just a simple fact that he's from the Konoha. So yeah, so Koji's gonna be going in the Leaf Village. The next chapter is gonna be Heat. We don't know exactly what's gonna happen. Koji's probably gonna confront Naruto, but I don't think there's gonna be any fight or anything. And if there is a fight, it's gonna be really short, and I don't think it's gonna like destroy the village or anything. If it happens, it's gonna be like where no one's around. It's like Koji and Naruto gonna fight at night or something like that, where not many people are around, or if they do fight, it's gonna be really short. But I'm pretty sure Koji's trying to keep it low key, so he's just gonna spy out around the village looking for Kawaki and stuff. And I don't think he plans to steal Kawaki. I just think he wants to observe them for a little bit or something. I don't know. Observe Kawaki mainly, obviously. So anyhow, yeah. So I'm probably gonna make a separate video on that with Koji and Delta and all that, on what Koji plans to do. So yeah. Anyhow, yeah, that's it. So that's about a wrap. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Smash that like button. Let's hit for 20 plus likes. I know it'll get more, but when I first do it, it gets around that. Comment if you like to share your Sorry, I said that bad. Comment if you like to share your thoughts and opinions, and subscribe and join the Lump Squad for more Boruto and other anime content. So yeah, let's see. Ooh, 18 minutes. I didn't expect to get that long. Anyhow, yeah. Stay loyal and become royal. This is Lump King, and stay fresh.
Your own bad energy will be your undoing.